You are now looking at the next phase of the University Bridge project. As you can see behind me, the cables were finally put up today. We spoke with City Council, who said that the project should be completed by the fall. Junior defensive lineman Hunter Maddox faces a charge of third-degree malicious mischief domestic violence following an alleged incident in October involving his girlfriend. Maddox could face a $5,000 fine and up to 364 days in jail. When the thief siphoned all of that gas last night, these were the real victims of the crime, the hundreds of animals that are housed here at the Spokane Humane Society. The Moscow Sustainable Environment Commission continues to discuss its desire to reduce and eventually eliminate pesticide use in Moscow's parks. Moscow's Lillian Woodworth Otness Park on North Ashbury Street already stands pesticide-free. As you can see behind me, the doors are open. They opened up at 9:30 this morning. However, the line started bright and early at 7 a.m. So if you're thinking about coming by today, take my advice and just do it. Looking for a fun fall activity to do this weekend? Gladish Community and Cultural Center will host their annual Oktoberfest celebration tomorrow evening. Vanessa McMahon tells us what Oktoberfest has in store this year. Vanessa? It's easy to see why crews are making this a priority. The branches behind me are already filling with litter. Two national research teams led by scientists at Washington State University will continue protecting valuable U.S. grape, onion, and garlic crops from fast-adapting pests and diseases, thanks to a grant of more than $5.5 million.
Most people can experience everything a park has to offer without thinking twice about it. But not everyone gets to know what that freeing sensation feels like. Last week, Moscow High School's Buddy Club made a step to help fix that. The Buddy Club aims to create an atmosphere of inclusion while focusing on integrating students with disabilities into the school environment.
Starting kids young, getting involved with meeting new people and kind of learning about students with disabilities and what they're capable of and like all the differences between people and how beautiful it is. I think that is just really important.
Last year, the club proposed the installation of the very first ice wing to Moscow's Parks and Recreation Department. The ice wing holds up to 2,000 pounds and allows anyone in a wheelchair to swing themselves independently. Once the city approved, the Buddy Club then raised and contributed $5,000 to the project, $2,000 more than its original goal. After making a very long journey all the way from Europe, the ice wing now stands proudly in the middle of East City Park in Moscow, Idaho. And on Thursday, members of the club finally saw all their hard work and dedication pay off with the ice wing's grand opening.
3, 2, 1. When I was younger, I'd go on a swing, be lifted on a swing and be helped. I couldn't even swing because I'm paralyzed from the waist down.
But to many, it means more than just a swing.
I really appreciate the people involved.
Reporting from Moscow, Idaho, Jasmine Durachi, Murrow News 8. Rarely does someone get lucky enough to find a lifelong passion that ends up a career. For Arlene Falcon, that passion comes in the form of rainbows.
The colors are singing, and it's like they're just so, the collective colors do something different.
It all started with the Grateful Dead concert in Eugene, Oregon, where she bought some cheap tie-dyed shirts for her kids. Soon after, her family learned how to make their own colorful shirts and gave them to all their friends. But she didn't stop there.
So in the early days, back in '89, we started going to barter fairs, which are hippie swap meets. And we took our tie-dyes, and instead of going there just looking around at things, we had an actual booth, and that was the beginning of our business.
Later, she went from tie-dyeing at her kitchen table to opening a store she could call her own.
Arlene's store features over 175 handmade, colorful items, and anyone leaving the store could leave covered from head to toe in tie-dyed everything.
Now, she finds her work recognized on a level she never dreamed possible.
I get an email from Vogue UK, and I found out that they were trying to gather some clothing from me for a photo shoot that they were doing.
Singers like Lorde and Justin Bieber, as well as supermodel Karlie Kloss, admired her work so much, they ordered their own pair of tie-dye jean overalls. And while she takes pride in that accomplishment, she knows she will always value the people she works with.
Arlene is like my second mom. We are all very close, and we all love each other.
As for what comes next, well, you'll just have to ask her.
People say to me, well, what's your 5-year plan? I said, ask me in 5 years.
Reporting from Moscow, Idaho, Jasmine Durachi, Murrow News 8.